Water is the single most important thing to store in preparation for an emergency. We can live without food for a few days, but we cannot live without water. Every one of us in every family needs at least 3 litres of water per person per day, and for an emergency we need to store at least 3 days worth of water. You can purchase bottled water from a store. It's easier and more convenient to reuse your old juice bottles and fill it up from the tap. The way to tell whether or not you can use these plastic bottles is to look at the little triangle on the bottom. If it says number 1, then you can use those. But don't use old milk cartons. They normally have number 2 on the bottom, and that's because this plastic can break down when you store it. Rinse them thoroughly under the hot tap before you use them, and then fill them up with cold water, right to the top. Screw the lid on tightly, and then write the date on the bottle. Most people like to change the water that they've stored in case of emergency every 2 years. So, how much water is a family of 3 going to need in its emergency supply?
Well, it's 3 people and there's a minimum of 3 days, so that's 27 litres for 3 days.
Right.
So that's, yeah. So we need 9 litres for our family per day.
Right.
Yeah, minimum of 3 days.
Don't forget your pets. A dog or a cat needs 50 mils of water per kilo per day. So a small dog like Chester here would need about ½ litre per day, and you'd need 3 days for a dog this size, so that's 1½ litres. During an emergency, if you are concerned about the quality of your drinking water, you can make it safe. First of all, if you have water purification tablets, they can be used to make your water safe. If you don't have water purification tablets, you can use ordinary household bleach. 3 drops per litre will make that water safe, but you do need to leave it for at least an hour before drinking it. We never know what's going to happen in an emergency, and there are many different types of emergency. It's important, therefore, to store your water in a number of different places. Perhaps in the garage, maybe in a shed in the garden or the laundry, but make sure that the water that you store is in a cool, dry place and out of sunlight. If you do run out of water during an emergency, you can get water from other sources in your house. First of all, check your hot water cylinder. It's a good source of drinking water, but it will be difficult to get water out of your cylinder if it doesn't have a tap at the bottom. Finally, you can get drinking water from the downpipes on the outside of your house, but this water does need to be treated. Water is the most important thing to store in case of an emergency. Remember, you will need 3 litres per person per day for a minimum of 3 days. This will help you and your family to get ready and get through.